decide, spoiler, whether or not to allow Hawk in the quest Here Lies the Abyss. This unlocks a most peculiar. But she's the daughter of the original maker? Who knows? Either way, now we're heading into the deep roads. As part of this quest, you discover that the red lyrium source has actually been coming from the original Primal Thaig. That Corforius...
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
That's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of deep roads entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
We'd better get to work.
Sounds good to me.
Very simple, because I'm just flown in there, and so we've got Solas over there. They're still ready to be leveled up, but I'm not too fast. For some reason, I guess we're not getting really a chance to explore Valmar like I was hoping. I guess the Red Lyrium stuff is Valmar. That's a bit of a disappointing side, I guess, of this quest. Where do we actually go? Because we've been to Valamar before. Do we just annihilate the Darkspawn, or oh, it looks like it's hard to coterie one there. There was a time when we came through here and everything hurt us. That time has long since passed. So instead, let's just look for these dwarves and finish them where they are. Are they inside? Yes, they are. I'm not quite sure what this quest requires of us. You know, I thought we'd run into Templars, not dwarves inside here. Where are we she's speaking of anyway? I'm not trying to change floor, I'm trying to actually zoom out. Get a better idea. Ah, that's where we're headed. Okay, so we need to find a way of getting to those stairs. It just happens it's a lot of cars running our way. Alright, so we're going to try and work our way over towards where that is. I'm pretty certain I've been down to that area before.
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys. Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Don't we all, don't we all? So, I want to try and get through these areas of Valmar we already know, because I'm one of those guys where it bores me to see the same stuff over and over again, so I'd rather get past that. It looks like the coterie there is running to Darkspawn already. I was contemplating bringing along Blackwall, considering we are going into probably a Darkspawn infested area. However, I'm not sure if it makes that much of a difference now. Because again, something that has annoyed me quite a great deal about this game is that you can go to places which are very clearly important for certain sorts of people and it achieves nothing. Right now I'm being attacked by that rogue and you can just see how heavily leveled we are compared to them fighting a real dragon. Because they're coming in and trying to kill us. The guy stabbed us in the back twice. He did nothing to. You know, didn't even touch us, didn't even reach our green health bar. That's how strong we've now come from dragon hunting. But anyway, these are side stories. We need to go and work our way of how do we get down. Okay, let's just cheat it a little and just drop ourselves
You
here.
had me worried, you know.
What did I do
Lower
now?
terrace.
That letter you sent me about the red lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Ha. Anyway, so now we found Valmar. Here it is. Just
I
jump
built
down
these
shortcut.
doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
Wow.
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Admitted, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I was. After you.
Oh, God. Straight away, straight in there. After you, we already run into him. These ones may pose more of a threat, but I severely doubt it. Okay, now we are in our journey to the old Red Tide, but really I'm still in Valmar, so...
How is what's his name?
Bogdan?
Get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
We gotta learn more about this Bianca. So she was named after the Paragon, that girl. Bianca was a Paragon? I guess the original? Yeah, so I'm obviously using the electric type stuff rather than the traditional, our usual fire type that I had before. That's more, you know, I want to keep this one going. I don't usually use electric staffs, and this one's probably the most powerful staff I now have since I put on the anti-demon room. And because it does 36 plus the magic, and I'm pretty sure magic controls how much damage you can cause with magic. So, very easily dispatched.
Yeah, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner?
Not
Might
interested,
as well
Mum.
have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my
I'm on
brother.
live stream. I can't be saying those words. Trying to keep the family matters away from the gaming matters. That's why it's sometimes hard to do good live streams, I find. On the upsides of having your own place, really. So what were we looking for here anyway? Is this... Ah, key. We're looking for key. Deep Road's key. Boom.
There you
It's a
are.
big key.
Won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
You were the one who leaked the Thaig's location.
It's not like that. Not entirely. Shit. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to know how this stuff works just as much as I do. I just wanted to figure it out.
You're not saying everything.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... It has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What?
Yep.
The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research.
I know him.
So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's...
Oh.
Oh, shit. knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she
Yeah.
couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Get a room, we.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
What?
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. We're fine. Wait, what? Speak with Varric about all this. Does that effectively mean we finished? What was that? That was the most waste of time mission I've seen in a long time. And now I've got to leave this place somehow.
We need to seal that tunnel.
I already sealed it. Let's see if we can just, you know, head straight out here and do anything. Let's see if we can just like quick. Can't. So now we have to. Again, this is what I mean by how I don't think Inquisition's that well made in reality. I mean, in complete contrast. You know, what was that? I thought they would be recycling the Primal Thaig and we could go all the way there, you know, and then cut off the red lyrium at its source. Instead, all we do, we just take the key to the front door. The one that I think Varric's brother had. Very loose, this imagining here at one point. But still, why would taking one key suddenly stop them? Couldn't you? Surely, if the wall is made of rock, if you wanted to, you could blow that up with magic. And deep roads aren't that weak. They would just all come falling down on you because you blew up one door. And then you can make jokes about not wanting to blow the bloody door off. This is what I mean. It goes into stuff like that. Or, you know, you make decisions, but I think the best word I heard for it was, you're making decisions, but they have no impact on the story. That's probably the best way to explain it. We'll head back and we'll talk to Varric, and then after that, the next stage is obviously, we don't have many more quests left here. The next thing we have to do is save Empress Selene. You know, I feel like that's going to be a very monumental point. We've done basically all the quests in every different location now. You know, the only stuff left to do is discover missing landmarks and all the rest of it. But we've done all those now. So what we're going to do instead Let's see. Better head over to Barrack, see what he has to say.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the Thaig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
You managed to talk your way out of most things.
That's what I do, isn't it? If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now, pretending none of this was happening.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore.
I made sure
Thank
you had
you.
enough teams.
For your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Oh. Let's ask for a few questions about Bianca. Flesh this out a little bit. Oh.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're
Nope.
just in time. We almost had to start without you.
We couldn't have that, could we?
Oh, is it a surprise ball? I get a surprise dinner.
Look who showed up, everybody. Deal him in, would you, Ruffles?
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
3 drakes better than a pair of swords. Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough. I have 1,000 things to do. Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Surely, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring?
Cheapskate.
Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Sounds good. I'm in. Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Yeah. I'll see that bet.
I'm in, and raising another silver.
Oh.
You haven't even looked at your cards.
Our illustrious leader is betting we're bluffing.
You are bluffing.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
That was a bloke who's
He is
fully
not.
naked.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
I've got one for you. It was the night of my harrowing. I was standing in the middle of a room full of Templars and senior enchanters. As the Knight Commander read me the chant, I got the nagging feeling something was missing.
Oh, oh. You learned nothing you wanted to learn about me.
They put me in the Ostwick Circle history book, which the first enchanter kept under lock and key, and never spoke of it again.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
You ought to tell stories more often.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
Oh, wow.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Oh.
Deal again. I figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Ooh.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
I want to watch this.
I'm not losing any more coins to Josephine, but I have got to see this.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antiva, Commander.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do. It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
His bottles are ready. Oh.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Oh.
Who's that? Did I win?
I was wondering where Sarah was. Oh gosh.
What can I do for you, Your Inquisitorialness?
Anyway, let's find out a little bit about Bianca. Cool us down.
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
What makes the Merchants Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
What in the world did you do to cause that?
We almost started a clan war. Does it matter? I can't change it.
Oh, Romeo and Juliet moment.
How do you know Bianca? The lady, I mean, not the crossbow.
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Oh.
Bianca is married. Somehow I thought that the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas. Surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. The perfect husband. I heard the wedding was lovely. The one Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
Ah.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
I don't think she did.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
Makes sense.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here.
Yeah, we learned it. Oof. Yeah, it definitely moved quickly, Twinkle Toes. But at least we learned something about Varric. I mean, man's a legend, just as much as we are. Fable storyteller, probably a millionaire. Let's see about Solas. No stories from Solas.
Goodbye.
Probably nothing from Dorian then. Anyway, so that's the mission right there of the return to the Primal Thaig that didn't turn out to be what I expected it was. But the story that followed it is incredibly funny. I feel like that's one of the things they've done well in this. Where they are comedic, it's really good because it is quite serious, the whole overtone, so having these little bits in between allows you to really get back to being that fun gamer you are, that sandbox type gamer rather than RPGer. Anyway, next episode we'll be protecting Empress Selene, so see you then. That's goodbye from Catless Gamers.